Cooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Paul McConnell, Business Development Director at Teledyne Paradise Datacom. Welcome Paul, thank you for joining me today. Now where do you see the opportunities for growth in the Satcom modem market this year and beyond?
Hello Richard. Teledyne Paradise Datacom see growth opportunities in the Satcom market in the areas of secure, resilient, IP-centric, spectrally efficient satellite networks. So the kind of networks that get used by the military for either command and control or sometimes welfare for connecting the troops back home. But also those used in disaster relief or medical networks in this time of the COVID pandemic. For example, we've been providing connectivity from mobile laboratories conducting testing for frontline workers and making sure that that test data gets back to a central location for analysis so it can determine whether or not those workers can stay in the field.
Now, Teledyne Paradise Datacom has been quite busy and made a couple of press announcements recently about its Satcom modem product lines. The first is the hub canceller embedded within a modem instead of as a separate box. Now, is this the first embedded one in the industry, and what are the primary benefits of embedding it within the modem itself?
Yes, it is. It's the first hub canceller, we believe, that's been installed in a modem. Rather than in a separate standalone box. And the advantage of it is that the carrier from the outbound and the return can occupy the same satellite bandwidth. Now that would be in a point-to-point connection, but we can now do this in a point-to-multipoint scenario as well, where all the return carriers can sit underneath the single large outbound carrier from the hub, thereby occupying the same satellite bandwidth, effectively saving 50% of the bandwidth. And this can be achieved with just the hub canceller software at the hub end with no additional equipment at all at the remote sites.
Now Paul, the hub canceller is embedded within your QMultiflex 400 modem. Can you explain what networks the QMultiflex 400 is designed for and why this modem is particularly good fit for those networks?
Sure. The QMultiflex 400 is an essential element of our QNet system. QNet is comprising of three elements: QNet Navigator, monitor and control application, the QMultiflex 400, and also our QFlex 400 P2MP remote modem. Now, the QMultiflex 400 is a single modulator and up to 16 DMODs in a 1RU shelf, and it's ideal for star SCPC networks where the multi-DMODs allows you to significantly save on the amount of equipment used at the hub. So for every 16 remote sites, you only need one QMultiflex 400. But the QMultiflex 400 can also be used in a full mesh scenario as well, where you put one QMultiflex 400 at each node of the network, and that allows every node in that network to communicate with every other node in that network over a single satellite hop. Now, in a star network, which is the most common one that we do, we can daisy chain at the hub QMultiflex 400s so that we could actually provide service to up to 128 remote sites in a star network.
Now, Teledyne Paradise Datacom is also announcing a new modem product for OEMs called AXIOM-X for things like comms on the move. Why is Axiom a good fit for OEMs?
AXIOM-X is a small form factor satellite modem card that we've designed as a potential replacement for our existing Q-Lite card. It's already very popular. And AXIOM-X is small, light, and has a very low power consumption. It's IP-centric, operates DVB-S2X, and is capable of up to 345 megabits or 70 megasymbols per second operation, so a broad data range. It's ideal for customers that are designing man packs or providing, for example, connectivity onto UAVs. It'll operate over a broad temperature range of -40 to +85. And it comes in two variants. There's the standard AXIOM and also a encrypted AES-256 version. The AXIOM-X also has excellent Doppler characteristics, so is very useful to use on LEO or MEO type networks.
And finally, Paul, can you describe the new feature called Eco Mode for AXIOM and what benefits it delivers?
The AXIOM is fitted with a brand new quad ARM processor that uniquely allows us to reduce its clock speed when the modem is operating at lower data rates, therefore reducing its power consumption. And in power sensitive applications like communications on UAVs, this allows for either smaller batteries, therefore reducing the vehicle weight, or possibly longer duration missions as a consequence of frugal use of power by the AXIOM.
Now that sounds very interesting, Paul. Thank you for talking to us today, and we look forward to catching up with Teledyne again soon. Thank you.